Joining us today, we have Ally Beardsley.
What's up?
Ify Nwadiwe.
Hey, howdy.
Howdy indeed. And Becca Scott.
Good day.
I have here a stack of statements. These are false statements about the franchises that are nearest and dearest to your hearts. It's up to you to find the thing that is wrong with it and correct me. Now, every correction must be preceded by the phrase, actually? And secondly, you can interrupt me at any time.
Just like in real life.
Like this?
Yeah, perfect.
Everyone good on the rules?
Yeah.
Everyone ready to start?
Let's do it, yeah.
The primary antagonist of the Zelda franchise, Ganondorf, is a member of the Gerudo race, thieves and tricksters from the desert. Trained by his father in the ways of magic, Ganondorf often possesses the Triforce of Power, making him nearly invincible.
Actually, I don't think Ganondorf has a dad.
Hey! That's correct.
Yeah. The Gerudo is primarily a race of women, and they have one dude every 100 years. And I don't know how they procreate, but I assume that one dude has a lot of work.
That is 100% correct. I can't believe you knew that. The Gerudo are a race of women, except for every 100 years when a man is born and he becomes their king.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, right?
I literally read a Tumblr post about that today. So,
No way.
yeah.
All right, we're moving on to question 2. We first see the palace of Jabba the Hutt on Tatooine when he is given Han Solo's body frozen in carbonite. He also keeps a monstrous creature in his palace known as the Sarlacc and feeds his enemies to it.
Actually, Han Solo is not in carbonite.
Oh, he's in carbonite.
Actually, I don't think they're on Tatooine, but I don't know any of the other planets. I'm gonna say, Jabuko.
No, Jabuko, though the center of the universe,
Doesn't exist. There is no Jabuko, but
they are on Tatooine.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's moisture farmers and huts.
Ooh, moisture farmers.
All right, Allie, calm down.
Actually, he keeps the Sarlacc outside.
That's correct. The Sarlacc is a different monster. The Sarlacc is out in the desert. It's like the big whirlpool full of teeth, basically, that extends underground into like a bigger monster that we never see.
the Rancor is
yeah,
Monster that we see inside Jabba's palace.
Actually, the second monster inside his palace is his crippling self-doubt.
That's true. You know, you really not enough attention is paid to that.
How did the Hutts become crime lords?
Right wing media, man. Fox News came out there, you know. Why are you
whatever
gonna
you
use the
want.
picture of the Hutts using gang signs when they get slain by Jedis? You
It's
know?
always the graduation
Yeah,
picture
yeah,
of
yeah.
Jabba the Hutt
Always.
put on the news.
This question is about comics. The character most people know as Wolverine was born with the name Logan Howlett, named after his father, though he occasionally goes by the name James or Jim Howlett.
He actually goes by Jukebox Howlett because he was known for walking into a bar and then hitting the jukebox and it would always play a right song.
Yeah, Wolverine was a real Fonzie character. Everyone's like, hey, it's Jukebox Howlett coming in with his knife hands and his perfect song choices. No, that's incorrect. I'm sorry.
Actually, I don't think it was Logan Howlett. That sounds like a bootleg name. That sounds like the name I use when I'm in these clubs. You know, you got to be like, "What's your name?" Logan Howlett. I don't think that's his name. Though.
I'm going to give you the point. Wolverine was not born with the name Logan Howlett. He was born with the name James Howlett, and later adopts the name Logan from Thomas Logan, who was his family's groundskeeper who murdered his father. Although you later find out that Thomas Logan is actually his biological father.
Oh wow.
This is about the Chronicles of Narnia. Edmund Pevensey first crosses paths with the White Witch, false queen of Narnia, while wandering through the Lantern Waste, an area of Narnia so named after the lamppost built in the midst of the forest by talking beasts.
Actually, they were in some snowy place. There weren't that many lampposts.
There aren't that many lampposts, but that is the Lantern Wastes, which did happen to be a snowy place at the time, but no, that is not correct.
I don't really have an answer for this one. I just want to point out that I read the original before this called the Bible. And I'll tell you what, not enough lines in the first one. I'm glad we redid it.
Yeah.
Actually, she wasn't the White Witch. She was the Ice Queen.
She has Ice Queen powers, but she is the White Witch.
Interesting how you say that, but I disagree.
Disagree.
Actually, his name wasn't Peter. He had changed it to Logan.
Yes, after the man who killed his father. No. The lamppost wasn't built. It grew with the dawn of time after the White Witch dropped a chunk of lamppost from the real world into Narnia.
That makes so much sense.
Yes, of course it makes sense. How else would a lamppost get there?
Yeah.
This brings us to our first shiny question.
Shiny.
Now, shiny questions, just like shiny Pokemon, are basically the same. They're worth the same amount. They're just a little bit different and a little bit rarer. There's a little game called What's Wrong with This Picture? We're gonna put a picture on the screen here, and it's up to you to tell us what is wrong. Ba-boom. There's a lot to take in here. Everyone is scanning, hoping to be the first to find what is wrong with this image.
Actually, is that Wally in Player One?
No, that is not Wally, although it looks very similar. That is Rob the Robot, which was a peripheral you could buy for your Nintendo.
Actually,
Ify.
Zelda and Sheik are the same character. They're just alternate costumes.
That's correct, but they are, in fact, different playable characters within
In this version, yes.
Actually, Spyro was not in this.
That's correct.
Yes!
Spyro is not a playable character in Smash Brothers. He's there, the bottom row on the left.
Dope.
Yeah, no Spyro. Would be cool, though.
That would
right?
be so cool. Or Gex the Gecko.
Yeah, I thought-
Just like smashing through Super Smash Brothers.
That's it for this preview of Actually, but wait, there's more! In fact, a whole 66% of this episode. To watch it, just go to dropout.tv and start your free trial today. And since we're all about being correct here, I should point out that it's not actually 66%. It's 66.66666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666666.
Now, this is a map of Westeros and the surrounding regions. We've removed all the locations from the map